Climb through the clutter. These are the hard facts. Hi, I'm Samantha Cunningham-Zavolinsky, and this week on Hard Facts, I want to talk to you about pressing the time clock. So many times when we talk about how we're handling our lead responses via email, we talk about making sure we get a quick response to that customer right away, being an automated response or a custom response from your dealership. But how often are we evaluating the content that we're sending those customers instead of how quickly we sent it to them? That's one of the biggest flaws in pressing the time clock. Let's put the time clock aside. I mean, if you're a GM dealership, you've got 30 minutes to provide that quality answer. That should be plenty of time. So now let's talk about what you need to do before you even launch any conversations with your sales team. Go through your CRM templates, maybe even remove them. And I know that's a controversial comment, but what I'm talking about is get away from all of these templates where people have to fill in all of the pieces of information, because that's why we're forgetting about what the customer's question is in the first place. We forget to introduce ourselves, create that relationship with the customer through that email inquiry, make them understand who you are, and build a relationship from the beginning. That automated response can go to them, but now let's talk about addressing their immediate concerns. So tell them who you are. Now go through that email and answer their questions. Recently, I was at a dealership whose best practice is to send a one-up, one-down report. But if your customer is inquiring about setting an appointment looking to buy a specific vehicle, why would you give them more options and confuse them on what purchase they're looking to make? Get them in the dealership and then talk about the technologies and features that interest them in a vehicle and if that's the right fit for them. So again, the flaw was that salesperson was looking to press that time clock and follow the process that they've been told, but the process that was outlined for them was not the best opportunity to get that customer in the door of the dealership. So let's encourage our team, and I know it's a scary thought, I think about it even as an internal issue for our advertising agency, to encourage our team members to think for themselves. But that's why we interview and only hire the best of the best. Is that not true? So let them and encourage them to think for themselves in the best way that they would be able to engage a customer. Create a relationship, introduce yourself, answer the client's questions, and offer them a time to come into the dealership. When they reply, if they're not able to come visit the dealership, that's when you should talk about taking that next step and engaging them with videos and additional content directing them back to your website. So I urge you to break the mold, get away from the templates, and stop pressing the time clock. That's just another example of how a hard fact turns into a solid strategy. Like, tweet, or comment below on a topic you'd like me to cover, and I'll see you next week.